Have you felt it? That unsettling silence right before life shifts in ways you can't quite explain. It's not chaos. It's not coincidence. It's the new moon. And this one isn't just a phase in the sky. It's a spiritual gateway. Because every new moon carries a message, a whisper from the cosmos, a warning, and a promise. For centuries, mystics knew that when the moon disappears from sight, the universe isn't empty. It's preparing to create something new. But here's the truth no one told you. What you do under this new moon, the thoughts you think, the energy you hold, and the intentions you plant, could shape your reality for months to come. Right now, you're standing at a crossroads between your old self and the person you're destined to become. And whether you're ready or not, the new moon is about to pull you into that transformation. So if you've been feeling restless, if your soul has been craving something more, but you can't put it into words, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this new moon is different, and how to align yourself with its hidden power. Let's step into the darkness together and find the light waiting inside. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The waves that once carried your old stories have receded. The sand beneath your feet is smooth, untouched, waiting. This is the energy of the new moon. Every month, the moon empties itself, not as a loss, but as an invitation. What would your life look like if you allowed yourself to empty too? To release old identities, outdated dreams, and the stories you no longer want to carry. The new moon is more than a phase. It's a cosmic reset button, one you're invited to press every single month. But most people never do. Why? Because new beginnings demand courage. You can't step into a new chapter without first closing the old one. And this is the spiritual work the new moon calls you into. What are you still holding on to out of fear? What dream have you been too afraid to admit you really want? What truth about yourself are you ready to reclaim? Every new moon is a spiritual threshold, and you either walk through it consciously, or life will push you through it anyway. You can either choose your beginning, or be forced into one. Which path will you choose this time? Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself in the middle of a forest at midnight. The world is quiet. The air is thick with possibility. There's nothing to see, only to feel. This is new moon energy, a sacred void. And in this void, you are both the seed and the sower. Setting intentions isn't about making a wish and hoping the universe delivers. It's a declaration, a spiritual contract between your soul and the cosmos. But here's the secret. The most powerful intentions aren't born from your mind. They come from your heart. They rise from the depths of your longing, from the place inside you that remembers who you were before the world told you who to be. Tonight, under the new moon, ask yourself, what is the life my soul came here to create? What desire won't leave me alone, no matter how much I ignore it? What future feels too big to admit out loud, but won't stop whispering to me in the dark? And when you set that intention, speak it aloud. Whisper it to the night sky. Write it down with trembling hands if you must. Because under a new moon, every word you send into the dark becomes a seed, and the universe is always listening. But remember, intention without belief is just a wish. You don't just need to set your intention, you need to become the version of yourself who can hold it. That's how you turn a dream into reality. Most people fear the dark because they can't see what's coming next. But in spiritual truth, the darkness is where all creation begins. Think of a seed planted deep underground. It doesn't fear the soil. It doesn't panic because it can't see the sun. It knows, instinctively, that the darkness is not a prison. It's a womb. This is the energy of the new moon. The power of trusting what you cannot yet see. Right now, in your own life. There are opportunities forming you can't perceive yet. There are shifts happening beneath the surface. There are connections aligning, resources gathering, paths clearing, all while you sit in the dark wondering if anything is happening at all. The new moon teaches you how to trust the unseen, to believe in yourself before the proof arrives, to honor the process, even when you feel lost. Because in spiritual truth, the moment you plant the seed, the universe begins rearranging itself to match your intention. It may not look like progress, it may not feel like success, but something is always happening. The real question is, can you hold faith in the void? Can you trust the process when nothing visible confirms your dream is coming true? Can you believe in yourself even when no one else sees what you're building? This is the test of the new moon, and those who pass it become masters of creation. Now, pause. Take a deep breath. Feel the darkness, not as emptiness, but as potential. This is where your future begins. Take a breath. Feel the air move through your lungs. That breath is proof you're alive. But more than that, it's proof you are part of something far greater than yourself. Right now, as you sit here listening to my voice, the new moon is already working on you. Not outside of you, inside. In the silence between your thoughts, in the spaces where doubt used to live, in the quiet places you've been too afraid to visit. You are the sky. You are the moon. You are the cycle itself. This isn't just astrology. This is the ancient language of your soul, the language the universe has been speaking to you since the day you were born. Every new moon is a doorway. Every new moon is a test. Will you step forward into the life you were meant to live? Or will you retreat into the comfort of your past? Tonight, you are standing in that doorway. Behind you, old stories, identities, versions of yourself you've outgrown. Ahead of you, a future still unwritten, a path still unformed, a destiny waiting for you to claim it. But the universe will not force you to walk through. Free will is your gift and your responsibility. The new moon offers you the pen, but you must write the story. It offers you the soil, but you must plant the seed. It offers you the silence, but you must have the courage to hear your own truth. So, what will you choose? Will you scroll past this moment and forget the power that's being offered to you right now? Or will you stop, just for tonight, and honor the call of your own soul? Because the truth is, you already know the answers you've been searching for. They live in your bones. They pulse in your blood. They are written in the sky and reflected in the mirror of your own eyes. This new moon is not just a phase, it's a portal, and once you step through it, you can never go back to sleep. So tonight, sit with yourself, in silence, in truth, in courage. Ask the questions you've been too afraid to ask, and don't stop until the answers rise from within you like the dawn. Because the real power of the new moon isn't in the stars. It's in the version of yourself you are willing to become. That's your work now. That's your calling. The moon is ready to reset. Are you? Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the darkness around you. not as something to fear, but as the sacred womb of your own rebirth. The universe is listening. Your soul is watching. The next chapter begins with you. If this message spoke to your spirit, share this light with someone else who needs it. And remember, the sky above you is also the sky within you. I'll see you under the next moon. Until then, trust the dark and trust yourself.